All right, so I've noticed now that I'm monetized and stuff, it takes a little bit of time for people to get in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let some people filter in here. I know that I'm a little bit early. Anyways, hope you guys have had a great week. It's Friday. We're gonna sit around. We're gonna BS a little bit. So just give me 1 second. Oh, I got one person in. Welcome. I'm just going over our last couple of minutes news stories here. I like to let the room kind of build up. Raymond B. Raymond B. How are you? How are you, Raymond B? Now, you know what? Fridays, I want to be like very just laid back. Fridays are going to be the day that I am just going to talk about news stories that I want to talk about. Want to talk about things in my life, personal stuff. And I would also like to catch up with you guys. I would like to hear from you. Like, did anything big go on in your life this week? You could talk about it here in the chat room. John B. 1999. Who's coming in? 1999. Who's coming in with that? Because whoever it is, I got Raymond B. Raymond, man, if I could, I would do gratification to you for that. Like I become I'm turning tricks on the internet when it comes to podcasting. But also, what I want to do for tonight is it's going to be a AMA, and ask me anything. If there's any, Nedley Mandingo, hell yeah, Nedley Mandingo. I this will be 5 for 5. I haven't gone 5 for 5 when it comes to the live streams, and I don't even know how long. Hold on, I see. I got to start working on my angle. I like looking here, but then I got to look at the camera right here. What do you guys think? Right here, looking into the camera. I'm just trying to get my best side. But it's also going to be an Ask Me Anything tonight. If there's any questions at all, Friday night live streams are going to be AMA. Sorry, maybe took some medicine, and that's why I'm coughing a little bit. Sorry, but no, it's going to be AMA. Any question you want to ask me? I've always never shied away. I will answer everything and anything that, for the most part, I will answer any question. So it's Ask Me Anything on the Tuddle Daily Podcast live stream. Let me get some of this water because, whew. All right, so before I get into it, if you guys are in the market to buy or sell a home, what up, Tuddle? Hope you're well. Denver, remember us, the Grow House Boys on Bubba? Yeah, I do remember that, Mike. No, I'm still not at the Hobo Fish Camp. Nope, I am definitely gone from the Hobo Fish Camp. Definitely done with that. But before I get into this, if you're in the market to buy or sell a home in the Flagler, Volusia, Brevard areas, check out my good friend Ian Hanna. Ian Hanna, he helped my mom save quite a bit of money, and the guy is a whiz at drone footage, and he's going to be able to help you out. He's going to be able to help you out with every single Nedley Mandingo, $5. Yeah, no more fish camp, but got out of there. All right, let me get to this. Go visit my friend Ian Hanna, IanHannaHomes.com. He will help you out here. Todd, how you doing? We ever call Tampa Terry back? He's dying to hear from you. Well, I really don't think I need to call Tampa Terry. I as far as I know, Tampa Terry has my phone number, so Tampa Terry can give me a call. If Tampa Terry wants to be on my show, he can do that. But also at the same time, he kind of pissed me off when he kind of no-called, no-showed for the interview we had. But yeah, I'll definitely talk to Tampa Terry. I wanted to bring up this story. We're gonna play a little bit of a game here, okay? We got 5 people in here, and the reason why I want to talk about this news story, we've all done this. We've all done this, right? Because I'm about to show you a picture that's going to blow your mind. I'm going to show you a picture. It's going to blow your mind. So, with all social media now and Twitter and Facebook, I've been guilty of this, okay? So, we've all aged at the same pace. Maybe some people have lived a little bit of harder lives than what others have that we went to school with. Drugs, stress, whatever it may be, health. But the reason why what I'm trying to say is that I really don't think I've aged that much since I was in high school. But in all reality, I have. You want to know why I don't think that I've aged that much? Because guess what? I get to look at myself in the mirror every single morning when I wake up. So I'm seeing a gradual progression. Yes, it is, and I think it's still working quite well. Let me get back to what I'm saying. So you see yourself every single day. You don't think that you are getting older. You don't think that, oh man, I'm putting on some pounds, because it all happens gradually because you see yourself every single day. And I know people are checking out, but good guys, you're gonna want to see this picture that I'm about to show you. This is of a celebrity. And I also feel bad about this picture of this said celebrity. But it's happened. What up, David? But it happens to everybody. Like I said, you don't think that you are getting older because you get to see yourself age over a long period of time. But when you see a classmate or somebody you went to school with at the 10 or 20 year anniversary of when you graduated, yeah, when you look at those people, of course they're going to look older. Or they're going to look older because you have not seen them. You haven't seen them every single day. Now, the picture I'm about to show you is of a very, very, at the time, in the mid-90s, early 2000s. She kind of was a little bit of a sex symbol. Not like, no, it's not Pamela Anderson. Here, hold on. Guys, I'm just going to show this photo here. What actor, and now it's in the news, so there could be a lot of people, but what female actor do you think that is? And if you've read the news story, people, please do not jump in. If you've read the news story, do not jump in. If you've not seen the news story, who do you guys think that this female actor? No, I just would like to, because this actor, after her last movie, which was a Quentin Tarantino movie back in the early 2000s, that was the last movie. Yeah, please don't. This was the last movie she did was a Quentin Tarantino movie. And I would like to hear from you. Like, who do you think this is? Okay, cool. I mean, that's great for Tampa Terry. I appreciate it. Thank you. Why am I not answering Brandon from Brandon, Tuds? I don't know. Kelly Clarkson. Who's Brandon from Brandon? I will talk to anybody. So hold on. I need to find that pic again. Thank you. All right, so come on. This right here. I'm going to tell you who this is, okay? The last movie that this Phyllis Diller, the last movie that this woman did was Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown. She met her demise at the end of The Gun from Robert De Niro. This is Bridget Fonda. And look, she used to be a celebrity, but Bridget Fonda completely checked out. She checked out of acting altogether. Like after that Quentin Tarantino movie, she checked out. She pulled herself away from the limelight. Bridget Fonda did. Thank you, JJ Charger. And if you're just joining me right now, guys, what I'm talking about, this, no, it was not 30 years ago. Jackie Brown was 2002. Bridget Fonda, people. Okay, so Brandon from Brandon. What up, Brandon from Brandon? So, no, it was not 30 years ago. 2002 was Jackie Brown. Now, she stepped away. No, Bridget Fonda, I think, relation to Jane Fonda and her father. I think her father won an Oscar. Her grandfather won an Oscar. But that right there, Johnny Bunghole, hey Brandon brother. All right, so let's see what's going on with this. But no, the thing about Bridget Fonda, she was in the movie Singles. She was in Lake Placid. She was in Lake Placid. She was in some other great movies that were out there. And she was, if you remember, in Jackie Brown, she was the surfer chick in the bikini and stuff. And she ended up getting shot and killed by Robert De Niro. But she pulled herself away from it. Now, this is aging in the normal process, for most Americans. And like I said, it's been since 2002 that we've seen her. It's been since 2002 since we've seen her. But, like I said, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't think that you have aged that much at all. Because you get to see yourself age progressively. Yeah, I'm doing an AMA. I said that at the beginning, Ned. Nedley Mandingo. Look, any questions that anybody has? So, Nedley Mandingo, just throw it out there. Yeah, there's a Lake Placid. There's a couple of Lake Placids. Ever look at Edward Furlong? Whoo, Edward Furlong, rough. Here's another question, and I'm not playing games like a morning zoo. I like history. I like to see what people know. 36 years, yeah, from Terminator 2. 36 years ago today, a tragedy happened in Florida. No, I'm not poking anybody on the reg. Look, I haven't been poking people on the reg in a really, really long time. But back to what I was saying. 36 years ago today, something ended up happening here in the state of Florida, here in Central Florida. And I've talked about this. I think that this news story is the first news story that I remember as a person. Because, when you're a kid, you don't pay attention to the news and stuff. But this was the first news story. And I was in the kindergarten, maybe first grade. And this did involve a teacher. But I don't think anybody knows. 36 years ago today, this was one of the first news stories. Do I think I'll ever be on boat? I mean, I hope so. But I really don't see it happening. I think I've been cool. I know that I pissed some people off at Florida Man Radio and stuff, but I've apologized. I told everybody in it, yes, Wags. If I had something to give to, I would. Yes, the Challenger explosion, the tragedy. So that was the thing about living so close to Kennedy Space Center. At Tuddle, thoughts on MU this year? Manchester United? It's not going to be good, Jer. It's not. it's Manchester United is not going to be a good year. Yes, it is Challenger, Raymond B. And I'll get into the Challenger thing. But no, Manchester United, they are still a couple of years off. They got to get into some better spending habits and stuff. And hopefully it can get fixed because they got a lot of young talent. Bruno Fernandes. Pogba just needs to go. It does. No, Fish on J. The Challenger explosion tragedy did not happen because I remember it was a day that. Oh, John B. I'll definitely get into that. I do. I'll definitely get into that. But let me finish this Challenger discussion first. When it comes to the. Yeah, I'm 9/11. Everybody watch it there. But with the Challenger and stuff, that was on a school day. And the reason why, living so close to the KSC, we would always go out there. Yeah, man, I'm getting squirreled left and right. I got that story. Yeah, the guy that's the voice of Charlie Brown killed himself. Not trying to laugh at that, but it's just that. Yeah, I know about that, John B. But all right, Challenger. I'm not answering any more questions till I get done with Challenger. The reason why we were out there watching it, we would watch them most of the time. But Christy McCullough, there was a teacher on the Challenger, and they wanted her to go up there, and she was supposed to give this big lesson plan. It was about helping out because the school in the United States was not that great. The education was not that great. And they were like, yes, we can send a teacher into outer space. Yeah, I always feel very, very honored to have Lemmy in the chat room. So, Lemmy, thank you. But so she was supposed to give these lesson plans up there. So every kid, elementary, middle school, high school, they all went out to see this space shuttle go up. And if you have not done it, do yourself the favor. And if you're interested into the space program, watch the documentary on Netflix called Challenger. I know it's a real creative name, but do yourself a favor because, yeah, definitely. Everybody leave a thumbs up. It does. If you're in the chat room right now, hit the like button, please. Brandon from Brandon is the man. Yes, he is. But if you watch this documentary, and it's kind of funny. Well, it's not funny. It's a big coincidence. So today is the 36th anniversary. This weekend here in the state of Florida, we are supposed to have some of the coldest weather that we've had in Central Florida in like a decade. And it's so close because if you watch this documentary on the Challenger, it's going to make you so mad because it was one of the coldest temperatures that they had in Florida in 100 years. And this is when the space shuttle program first started. And what ended up happening was that the space program, the shuttle program, was supposed to have a certain amount of launches, and they had already been delayed on a bunch of launches. And what ended up happening, it was delayed. Yep, Tuddle with 2 Ds. It was delayed the night before. And then the cold front came through. And then it got really, really cold. But also what they didn't know is that the company that was making the solid rocket boosters, they kind of had an idea that they got a problem with the O-rings. The O-rings that go in between each section of the solid rocket booster. Yeah, it is. Thank you, guys. Got a lot of people in here. And maybe a lot of you guys don't find this interesting, but I really do highly suggest watching the Challenger documentary on Netflix because today is the 36th anniversary of it. So what ended up happening was that they needed to launch. There were icicles. Like, it was up north. Like, big, humongous projectiles that could have caused all types of problems. And they still decided to launch. They still decided to launch. And it was a big debate. And the people that knew that the solid rocket boosters were kind of, yeah, Morton Tickle, that they thought that, oh, it was they knew that, oh, it wasn't that great, but the NASA, the government kind of pushed them because they were like, oh man, we need a certain amount of launches, we got to get it done. And they shot it up. And the teacher died, and there were more kids. It was on TV everywhere across the nation. And if you were in Central Florida, they definitely took you out there. And I remember watching that shuttle launch. You could tell. Not much, buddy. What up? I signed for Bubba. So you see it going up, and then everybody remembers what that explosion looked like, because it was like a big kind of like pitchfork. It split off the side because the solid rocket boosters went all over the place. And then you had the main capsule going straight up. And the one thing that and I'm not bringing this up to make people feel bad, but they claim that because they can see video, they can say fish on Jay. I'm looking forward to fishing out at Hallover. Matter of fact, no, I did not just fart. Matter of fact, if there is anybody that's going to be out fishing on the east coast of Florida this weekend, and you want to go to someplace and fish on a Saturday, all right, all right, hold on. You might have to copy that. Stand by with that one, Nelly Mandingo. Please, when I say that I need it, copy it, send it back to me. But that all went up. The sad, yeah, Jay, fish on Jay, put it out there. Let people know when we'll be there. But if they could see the video of the capsule is coming down. You can see it coming down. You got to remember the video quality was not that great back in the day. But they're saying now the whole time that all the astronauts were alive. All the astronauts were alive and didn't die until they hit the water. You know, just that extreme, like, just force of stopping is ended up happening. All right, Nelly Mandingo, please, can you send that AMA to me, please? Once again, because I would like to take that. And I got some other news stories that I want to get into. But I just think that was a very sad day of the astronauts that we lost. I remember the one time I went up to Washington, D.C., we went to Arlington, and they got their eternal flame there. What up, David H.? Matter of fact, I got to thank everybody that is actually tuning in tonight, because I haven't done a Friday night live stream in a while. Happy National Big Wig Day. Yeah, my hair is definitely getting out of control. Yeah, I mean, fish on Jay, I would love that. You know, anybody wants to come out there and come fishing out at Hallover, let's make a day out of it. Hey, thank you, man. Big K is getting railed. Yeah. Okay. So Nelly Mandingo, if you could just copy that back to me, I'll definitely do that and read it. But there was another story. Oh, okay. I've talked about this. Yeah, I need to get a trim. I read a story somewhere in Michigan for the first time in a really, yeah, I look. All right, so I got to get that. Could you perform at a glory hole if it was only a 75% chance a female was on the other side? All right, Nelly Mandingo. I'm not like, well, obviously I would know if it was. All right, so I don't even need to, by deduction. I would like that. Look, I mean, how about this? So if you guys hang on, when I get at the end of this question from Nedley Mandingo, I will let you guys roast me. You guys can say whatever you want to. But so, and filming with a pink flip phone. All right. Yeah. All right. So 75% chance, 75% chance that it's a woman. All right. So now there's a lot of stuff that can go into this. Now all right. So 75% chance it's a woman. All right. Check that. I mean, that's really good odds. 750. Tampa Terry does not want to. I don't even understand what Tampa Terry would want to debate me on, and I really don't think that would be a fair fight if I ended up debating Tampa Terry. It's just it wouldn't be fair to Tampa Terry if we debated. But 75%, yeah, I mean those are great odds. Those are tremendous odds. Now, if all right, so let's look at this. 25%. Are the guys going to be completely smoothly shaven on their face? No, but all right. So Nelly Mandingo is yeah. There's a bunch of Tampa Terry people in here, and a lot of people are coming in there, and Tampa Terry don't even start. I'm Philip. Philip, you're really saying that I'm getting rattled? No, I don't get rattled. I don't have anything to lose. I don't get embarrassed. I think for you to get rattled, you got to be embarrassed. So no, it's not happening. But what I'm trying to say though is that if it was a guy, or the guys, the 25% of the guys, completely shave him, is there any? There's no chance that I could actually like rub up against their Adam's apple or anything. Because if that's out of the picture and their face is completely shaven, how would I even know? Dude, listen. If it was 25% and there could be a chance that Tampa Terry was there, of course I would do it, because guess what? I know that Tampa Terry is the biggest sea sucker of them all. So, yes, exactly. Yeah, I would definitely go for the 25%, because I know that there's a chance that Tampa Terry could be in there. Yes. If Tampa Terry is in the pool of the sea suckers, then it's worth the chance. It's definitely worth the chance, because, Tampa Terry's mouth is like heaven. If I'm just being honest, Tampa Terry, he goes in any direction that the wind blows. Tampa Terry is one of the most fake, unreal people. I had him on the show one time. He couldn't even show his face. oh, I'm not going to take that money. I swear up and down, my good friend, Soul Brother Kevin is in here right now. Oh, by the way, I know there's a lot of Bubba people in here. Soul Brother Kevin just threw me $50. So, all right, let's throw it out there. A lot of you Bubba Army people that are in the chat room right now, let's talk about this. Like there's been a lot of things that have been said on my former show that I worked on about that. You know what? I don't even know if Kevin wants me to talk. Yeah, I'm not even going to get into it. I had one of the best conversations that I've had in a really, really long time with SBK last night. And I'm really proud of him. I'm so proud of Kevin, of what he's been doing, what he's been through, and his next endeavor. I think it's brilliant. And I had one of the best. See, me and Kevin talked about this. Like, we both agreed on this. Like, he says that I'm one of a couple of people that he can just really talk to. And I think the same thing about him because we never judge each other. Me and Kevin, we never judge. And I know a lot of people are probably thinking, "Oh, I'm just defending Kevin," but I got to tell you, some of the things that Anna has said, and even Seth Cush when he was on Bubba's show had to say about Kevin, I knew for a fact I was like, those are not the type of people that I want to be around. It's just they're not the type of people that I want to be associated with. All right, so look, I know how Tampa Terry works. You guys think that you can actually come on to my show and actually try to think that you guys are going to get under my skin? No, Tampa Terry, you can't call me. Tampa Terry, you were so unreliable that you no called, no showed to an interview that I had with you. So and don't act like, oh, I ate too much. Oh, I ate too much. I'm a little baby. I'm a baby. I had to go lay down because I ate too much. So, you know what, Tampa Terry? You're going to have to wait. We can schedule this. We can do whatever you want to. Do you think Bort can? I don't know. Really don't care. But I had a great conversation with Kevin, and like I said, Tampa Terry, I don't support it. See that's how much you know about me, Tampa Terry. I don't support any politicians. I don't support Biden. I don't support Trump. I support myself. I support myself. Philip Anthony, I can't take a call because I got to get the studio built up. I got this computer that my producer got me, and I it's not working right now. I got meetings with other people that I'm gonna design my studio. Matter of fact, I should have talked to Kevin about this last night. Kevin could have easily helped me get this built up, but it's gonna be coming. And Tampa Terry, you're look, when I get my studio set up the way that it needs to be, you guys will be able to call in. You'll be able to talk any single time because I'm going to be doing a 2-hour live stream every single night, 8 to 10. Then I'm going to take that show, I'm going to pull the audio, and then it's going to be available. It's going to be available for my audio podcast. Yeah, he's like, oh, brother this, brother that. Yeah, Fish on Jay. Yes, dude. How much are? If you can paint something on this, I'll let you paint something straight up on the wall. Fish on Jay, if you think you can do it, because I would be more than happy to let you do that. Be more than happy to let you put a little bit of a logo up there. So Tampa Terry, I love you, Tampa Terry. Oh, okay, Tuddle, it's on now, brother. Dude, you're not even able to sell it. Like you're wannabe Mark for radio people. You're wannabe Mark for wrestlers. So it's like twice the fold because you're just a Mark, and you're not even a good Mark. You come on there, you think that you got some type of clout with all the people in the Bubba chat room and stuff. Now I will. Oh, Golden Egg Layer, thank you for. I have no problem. Yes, I will stump for Kevin Hazlett. I will have him on my show. I'll do an interview with him. I don't think he needs it. But like I've been following it. Did you guys notice this? Like Kevin Hazlett was following a lot of people on Twitter and stuff. And I'm sure, look, I'm not saying anything to like say anything bad about Kevin Hazlett. This is not me. But if you notice, he's only following one person on Twitter now. And I would stump for Kevin. I love Kevin Hazlett. I would do anything for Kevin Hazlett. If he wants me to go out there and hand out flyers and stuff like that, I would do that. But if you know, he unfollowed me. He unfollowed everybody. He unfollowed every single person that he was following because he had one of those accounts. It was like, you follow me, I'll follow. It was a follow back account. That's exactly what it was. It was a follow back account. And then when he finally announced that he was running, everybody went away. And you know what? It's probably good. It's good that Kevin Hazlett did that because you don't know who you're following. You also know how easily that could come back to bite you in the ass if one of your followers were like some swastika carrying Ku Klux Red Dragon / leader. Yeah, I mean that would be a bad look during an election. So I completely get why Kevin Hazlett did that. All right, I'm not even going to read your stuff anymore because now you're just being stupid. You're just being idiotic. You are. Yeah, I mean, I would. I would have Kevin Hazlett in. I would. All right. Hey, I got to get out of here, guys. I was trying to. Are you going to just ignore the question? What the fuck? What the fuck is an ANA or not? Yeah, I mean, Kevin. Look, Golden Egg Layer. If you talk to Kevin, tell him I wish him nothing but the best. I mean, I'll do anything for him. I'll hand out all types of flyers. Do whatever I got to do. Hell, I even donate. I'll donate to Kevin Hazlett because the guy is a really great guy. If you see the type of kids that he has raised. They've all gone to the most elite military schools that you could think of. Where do you have to go? Oh, my mom's brother is sick and is in the hospital. May need to rent a car and go to Pensacola. So, if you want to pry, I'll be up front. Like I said, I don't hold back. So yeah, my mom's brother is not doing that well and may have to drive to Pensacola. So I got to kind of figure that out a little bit. All right. So ask me some questions. I haven't seen any questions. Just bring it. Let's see some of the questions. I mean, I'm giving you guys an opportunity here. I'm not going anywhere. So I'm just going to sit here, and when I see a question, because if I don't see a question soon, it is I've been doing it. Anyways, all right, I'm getting out of here. Netley Mandingo, I'm going to text you. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. Hope you guys enjoy everything else. And you know what? Screw Tampa Terry. Set it up, Tampa Terry. You got to open